Hi everyone, this is my next try-on video for my collaboration with Manos Del Uruguay for Fall 22. This style that I'm wearing now is the Cardigan Brioche Bubble Cardigan, which is a close friend to the Brioche Bubble Crew, which I've previously released, but now in beautiful Manos Del Uruguay yarns. I hope that after seeing this on, a bunch of people decide that they absolutely need to be knitting a big yellow cardigan. I absolutely love how this style turned out, so I'm really excited for this little try on. So let's talk about the yarn. This is Manos del Uruguay and it's two ends. One end is their base called Alegria, which is a sock weight sock yarn. It is a 75% merino, superwash merino, and the rest is a polyamide, which gives it that sort of oomph or strength to not sort of weigh too much or shrink. So I love that base. And then the second yarn is the mohair, which is the Cabrito base. And it is lovely. Let's do a little zoom in on the mohair halo. I love knitting the two yarns together because the mohair really provides that, like, it looks like a light or a halo that gives the whole garment dimension. So you can knit sort of off tones of the Alegria and the Cabrito, and the mohair sort of kicks up the high-low effect that would show off the difference between those two yarns, which is so fun. The Alegria colorway I use is called Pollen, and it's a slightly, I'd say, slightly more neutral yellow. And then the Cabrito colorway that I use is a bright yellow. And together you get this sort of like bright with a little hint of neutrally yellow color. I'm going to zoom into the detail on the shoulder to talk about the construction. So this style is cast on at the center back neck and then knit down until the underarm. And then you come around to the front, pick up along the shoulders, and then knit down until the underarm. Then you join the front, back, and then front into rows. So you are still knitting in rows because it is a cardigan. And so you continue to knit until the bottom, where you then do a beautiful Italian sewn one by one bind off to create the edge. Then you pick up stitches around the armhole opening, do a tiny bit of decreasing in brioche, and then it's a big brioche tube until you're at the cuff, where you switch to a finer weight yarn. Finer weight needle, sorry, same yarn. And you do your one by one rib with US 3s, and then finally also do a Italian bind off at the cuff. So beautiful. The fit of this is sort of short and wide. It has a bit of a dropped V, and it has dropped arms with a beautiful bell sleeve, or like kind of bubbly. It's not a bell sleeve, it's like a little bubble shape. It's not super dramatic though. And then it beautifully sucks in at the cuff, and then it has the beautiful finer one by one rib cuff detail. I decided to grow on the placket or button band and do a doubled over one by one rib placket On this style, the buttons are top applied. So these buttons are sort of like fake, I guess, the 3 buttons. And then the way that it actually closes is a metal snap that's sewn on to the inside of the placket. I decided to just do the one snap because I love how it looks with it open and showcasing the Mazzoni tank underneath it. But you could obviously close it up so that it is a proper standard cardigan. And you can also knit it longer or knit it even shorter. I totally am all about experimenting and playing with the proportions of the pattern. So this is the Cardigan Brioche Bubble Cardigan. I hope that you will enjoy knitting it. And I have to say, if you pick the yellow color, you'll definitely enjoy knitting it because the color and the yarn alone is a joy.